Hi there, Sagittarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your February tarot reading, and I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot. I have the Mythic Tarot, I have the Romance Angels, and I have the Believe in Magic. I have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Happy Valentine's Day to any of you that celebrate it. And happy Chinese New Year. It's the rabbit this year, so it should be prosperous, lucky, and peaceful. That's what we're hoping for, right? Right. Huh, isn't that interesting? Oh, look at that. Very interesting. Well, I'm going to put these two cards aside here, and let me think. One was from your past and one was from your present. Yeah, I think so. One was from your past, one was from your present. I better double check my volume to make sure the volume's up nice and good. Sorry if I just blew you out of the water there. Okay, I gotta move that out of the way. Jeez, I'm not even ready. Starting the video with all this stuff. Ooh, wow, look at that, Sag. You got a lot of air happening right in your core, okay? Do with communication. All right, hold on a cotton picking minute here. Let me move this back a little bit here. There we go. All right, now I have room. We'll move that over, that over. Justice, Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Well. Looks like we have two couples here in a way, you know, the King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles, okay? It could be how you're moving, transforming, how you're progressing in this time. Let's just have a little look-see here. First, I want to look at these cards that came out when I was shuffling. Wow, very, very powerful. So here we have the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess is keenly aware of what's going on, the timing of the planets, and she's the secret keeper too. She knows a lot of secrets of everyone's, but she uses all of this knowledge she has to and her instincts to decide when to do something. You know what I mean? It's about that gut feeling, you know, instead of when you think it's the right time, what the information says. It's not about that. It's about your gut feeling here, using your trusting yourself, okay? And the wheel says it's time to come out of the cave. It's time for a new life map. It's time to make a new plan and set out again. You've had enough time to think, okay? Now is the time for action. There's change coming into your life, whether you want it to or not. And also, it's a measuring up a little bit, you know, and this is when you're going to make the adjustments of things that you're not happy with. You're going to change all that, okay? It's a karma time, they say too, but I see it as a summing up. You're like, okay, enough is enough. Now I want to do something about this, okay? And the Magician knows how, okay? You know, this is an amazing combination, actually, when you think about it, because the Magician has all the skills and tools. He knows a lot of things. You know, he's very resourceful, okay? And the High Priestess has the instinct. See, that's the only thing the Magician was missing, was instinct. Here he stands with these columns. He can see everywhere but behind him. But the High Priestess can see there too. She knows, she trusts, she feels, right? And so with these two combination, and then the wheel in the middle, okay, it's time to take action. It's time to use all that you know, and you need to trust yourself that that it's the right time for you, you know, and it's time to share or use it, you know, use it or lose it, as they say. As they say, isn't that a powerful combination there, right? And this is big picture stuff. This is big life changes. This isn't just little everyday, oh, I'm not going to go to the store. Oh, I am going to go to the store. This is big life changes. And I feel where you're going to feel like you're making a difference. You're going to be more onto something here anyway. Let's put these aside for a sec. More in line. You're more in line, eh? Okay, so now there's these two that fell. We haven't looked at those yet. So, very interesting. You have the Three of Pentacles and you have Cernunnos, the devil. All right. So here you are. There's people that want to work with you, and there's people watching. They're keeping an eye on your progress, probably because you are making your mark. You're doing something here that I think is important. It could be, you know, it could have a ripple effect, and it could stand long after you're gone. Whatever you are making, doing, whatever. Okay, but in your path, prohibiting your keen progress is some sort of toxic energy, whether it's a habit you have, whether you have a vice, who knows, maybe you take sleeping pills, you know, maybe you drink too much coffee, you exercise too much, you worry. I don't know what it is, but there's something here that's trying to lead you off your path. This, you could really leave your mark here. There's a ton of potential here. But there's some sort of devil. Sometimes the devil is thoughts, doubt, fear, shame. You know, it doesn't have to be an addiction, a gambling habit. Sometimes it can be a person. Or, you know, the impressions of others. You know, we have to be that high priestess, right? We have to trust, we have to know, you know, our own power, because you have a lot of power within you, Sagittarius, it seems, you know. And it looks like it's time with the wheel, time to come out of the cave. It's time to act. It's time to make a plan. It's time to do something. Do something with all this that you know and you have. You know, it's time to do something with this. Very interesting, but you need to watch out for this. You need to get a hold of this, whatever this is. All right, you need to get a hold of this. It could have to do with gambling, actually, specifically, because it is the Three of Pentacles, okay? I think that you also could be sort of trying to heal, trying to change, trying to make little changes in your life and get better, whatever the better version of you is, okay? But this devil is powerful, okay? And it has a lure. It has some sort of lure for you. It's a lure for you that draws you comfort or something. I don't know. But you know about it. You know about it. You know what I'm talking about, Sagittarius. So, in your present position, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is quite clear. He knows now. He doesn't have any like fantasy or any kind of blindness to what is going on around him or her. You know, is sees everything crystal clear and is very solid now on how they think. You know, their mind controls their world right now, not their heart. But their heart's still in there, and they're a very spiritual person. They try and help, and they're kind, and they're you know, they're always helping people, and they're very inquisitive. But it's about being very clear and making decisions based on what is smart, what is wise, you know, and based on the knowledge that you have of what you heard, what you see, what you know, kind of thing, eh? Crossing you, you have the Five of Wands, okay? You know, also too, I want to say sometimes the King of Swords is known as a professional person. You know, they're very sharp. They're honest people. You know, they're honest, and they're going to tell you, be careful what you ask, because you're going to hear the truth usually. Okay. But they're very smart people. You know, they train, they learn what they know, and there's something and they're communicative. You could be going into something communicative. This also could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person around you. It's representing male here, but it could be female too. The challenge for you is the Five of Wands, and it's competition. Now I'm going to tell you, I already know, Sagittarius, that this is competition against you. I already know, because I'm Sagittarius, and I get this a lot. People are competitive with me, and I'm not competitive. I just have common interests like everybody else. I'm not trying to steal anybody or be more special than anybody. I'm just here the same as everybody else. Just treat me the same as you treat everybody, you know. But people don't see that in you. They think you know more. You're smarter. But maybe they see you as a know-it-all. I don't know. But they feel that you're a threat. They see you as a threat, okay? Now, the only thing I can tell you, Sag, is don't take this to heart. You gotta use your head here and be smarter. You know, you need to keep yourself grounded here in anything you might hear. And also, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I would just be smart when you're hearing and when you're interacting. Now, I got to tell you, I just noticed something. Here, the Magician, and the Magician, like I said, the Magician can see everything. You know, he's way up on this plateau, and he can see the big picture. You know what I mean? However, he's blinded to what's behind him, and here is also the chicken, the little chicken at his side. That's his totem, and the chicken is the only bird that doesn't fly, or one of the only birds that don't fly. They don't use their wings. You know, they're too heavy in a way. But and it makes the well, more like, this is the rooster. You know, this is the rooster that makes the call. You know, that wakes everybody up. Here it is again. That waking everybody up. You know, this is, you know, I'm kind of feeling something here, Sagittarius, that this is maybe what you're doing. You're speaking what you know. You're saying what you know, and you're saying it exactly how you know it. You know, you may have figured something out here, right? And now you're saying it, you're talking about it, whatever. And everybody else is trying to catch up. Everybody, you know, you're making the call, you're waking people up. And I don't know, people see you as competition though, but I don't think you're trying to be. I don't think you are. Above you, you have the Queen of Swords, and below you, you have the Two of Swords. All the energy down your core is communication, the way you're thinking about things, because I know that you're aching to do something, to take some kind of action, like you can't keep a Sagittarius pinned down. They need to be creating, doing, learning, absorbing something. Here, the Queen of Swords could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini person. Could be around you in your life. But anyway, or this person could be in your immediate present, okay? She is, when I think of the Queen of Hearts, I think she looks pretty tough. Or not Queen of Hearts, Queen of Swords. She looks pretty tough on the outside. She looks kind of cold, like, you're not going to smooth her over kind of thing. But she's actually very soft inside. She puts on this, this exterior to protect herself, right? Because she's been hurt before, right? And this person or yourself might enter more of a spiritual realm at this time. For me, the Queen of Swords adopts more spirituality, it can be very routine person when it comes to yoga or healthy eating or whatever they get into. It's treated like a religion almost, that my body, my soul, my temple kind of thing like that. I really see this energy. Okay, so this could be someone around you, or it could be the energy that you are now going into, Sagittarius, where you may be also protective of your heart. You may have reason to, but I feel like it's more of a spiritual, a centering, a serious, kind of a little bit of a serious side of you. Anyhow, in the foundation, like I said, here's the Two of Swords. So down the center here, we have a lot of mental thought going on, a lot of processing going on. But this is wise processing. We have the King and Queen here, The two is saying that, in the foundation, so this is the past, the reason why everything's going on is you have to do something. You have to move. You have to move on to whatever new creation or idea, whatever it is that you're going on to, Sagittarius. But it could be a time in your life when you're feeling not so sure of yourself, not so positive, not sure if this is the right road for you in a way. I think that what you're supposed to do. Or you have an inkling, okay? I think it's something to do with the spiritual. Got to tell you, some of you could be readers, could be healers, could be, I don't know, but getting a real feeling of a spiritual. This is a higher level kind of belief thing, okay? And like I said, you're going to start treating your body and your temple. But I feel like you're going to be communicating your thoughts a lot and really honestly, okay? But it's hard for you to choose at this point. It's not going to be hard for very long because the King is very decisive and that's where you are now. You also, too, with this Five of Wands, there could be a group that you work with at work. I don't know where it is, but there could be, fussing and fighting or drama or bullshit, sorry to swear, going on. And it's your challenge to mentally overcome this and perhaps to protect yourself from it in some way, perhaps spiritually. All right. So in the past, you have another five, is the Five of Cups. So this is leaving your life now, a time of sadness, depression, um, feeling, grieving something. You know, you were grieving something, not sure what it was, but you're finally able to move on, okay? And move on you do. Coming is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, I really like to see for you, Sagittarius, because I think you take a lot of hits from people, you know. Um, while you also are no filter, you know, I think that you do try to be kind, you try and be fair, you try and help people with what you say, although sometimes it's very honest. But I think that the hits that you get are harder, you know. The thing is that you're not taking them personally anymore. You're smarter. You're like, that's got nothing to do with me, what you're talking about. That's your own problem, man. So just back up. And that's what you're like. I think you were taking a lot of this very personally before. It was hurting you. You could have lost some relationships in your life, family, friends, I don't know. But you have learned a lot, you've matured a lot. And a lot of this has to do with competition. Competition. The people, whoever it is in your life, have seen you as a threat, and that's why they're jealous of you. They're envious of you. They think that you're going to have more than they do, or I don't know, a bigger piece of the pie. I don't know what it is, but it's their own fear, and it's got nothing to do with you. Got nothing to do with you. So this is what you're finally realizing. You're like, and you're not like, oh, what did you say? You're not like that anymore. You're like, what? What are you talking about? That's not me. That's not me, man. You just, right? Also to do with your current situation, I did tell you before that this can sometimes be a professional person. This could be a lawyer. They could be even a doctor, you know, because he's carrying the knife, right? Some sort of profession, very serious person. This person doesn't joke around. They want to talk details and facts. And so here you have the Justice card. So there could be some sort of legal situation, something that's come out fair. In the end, maybe something has come to some sort of conclusion, perhaps, in your life. It's to do, when I think legal, I think paperwork, okay? So I've had to pay a fine, I got a ticket, I got I'm behind on my taxes, but there's no indication of money here. You know, something that I feel like wasn't tied up yet. It was still sort of lingering in some way, okay? Others see you as the Nine of Swords, okay? Now, this is how they're seeing you, as someone who does absorb that, who does hurt themselves, who carries these wounds, just carries all these wounds with you, okay? There could be someone trying to hurt you now during this time in February. It's a possibility. There could be a legal situation coming up in some way. Where'd that card come from? Oh, that must have been on the tail end of those, and I forgot about it. I'm going to have to come to that because it's very interesting. It's another 5. So I'm not sure why others are seeing you as, upset, carrying wounds, because I don't think you are, or you're not going to be very soon. You're finding something that makes sense to you, and I think part of it is you've kind of processed, assessed, analyzed, whatever, and figured, and you know, kind of went over your own actions and said, this isn't me. It's not me. And I'm not feeling guilty about anyone else's crap. I'm not. I've got things to do here. I think actually some of the what you're doing, you know, what you're talking about here could possibly be people's wounds. Not just yours. You could be talking about your own wounds. You know, what you've lived through, what you've gone through, what you've survived. You could be talking, but you also could be helping people with theirs. You know, how do I get up from this? How? Right? So how to, perhaps, okay? But anyway, there could be some sort of legal ramifications with all this, because this Justice card is here for a reason. You know, you may need legal advice. There may be something that you could be entering some sort of competitive field, okay? Now, in your expectation, you have the King of Pentacles. Your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. So here we have another partnership, right? With the King first, he is looking for the next thing to get involved in, to invest in. He's bored. He's probably successful. Also very, I think of this person as kind of a homebody. They can't wait to get home and relax with their creature comforts. They could have a lot of little toys and stuff like this. But they've learned that they treat themselves well, and they treat themselves first. They've learned the earthly pleasures of what life has to offer, okay? And they don't get out of their chair unless it's worth their while. These people have learned their worth, all right? And then we have the Queen. And the Queen is more giving. She's more reaches out, more, you know, she's practically ready to stand up and participate. Sometimes she indicates birth. She looks pregnant here. There's also a rabbit in the background. This is Year of the Rabbit. And so she's indicating that she's going to share, you know, give birth to something here and sharing, because she's got the drum, and the drum is share. When we hit the drum, everybody hears it. It's the heartbeat. It's the beat, the very first sound a baby hears before it's born. You know, when it's in the womb is the beat, right? And so there's a new heartbeat here for you, Sagittarius. There's some sort of, you know, I feel partly it's a type of treating yourself. You know, you really know your worth now. You know your value, and you treat yourself as such. But I also think that you have some knowledge, because you've learned all the lessons. You've gone through the ups and downs of this, you know, and you've tried this and that. And so I think that you want to share your recipe. You know, that's kind of what I see the Queen of Pentacles as, the cook. She's the cook, okay? And she knows all the recipes. She's got all kinds of food. I guess the Empress would be the ultimate cook, but the Queen of Pentacles is a very close second, and she knows how to take care of oneself and another. So I want to go back to this Five of Pentacles that dropped with the High Priestess, the Wheel, and the Magician. You know, here's another one of those cards where you have a lot of value, okay? You let your feelings show too much, it's saying, you let your feelings show, your emotions. You are a lot stronger than this. There's so much value and so much light you're kind of hiding. You're hiding your light. And when you were in the cave, you were probably hiding your light. You were healing, you were licking your wounds and everything, okay? And out here, everyone's having fun and running and playing and enjoying themselves, and you can't seem to do it. But you are. You're going to change that. The thing is that you want to be treated better. That's the thing. And so you are not going to put your energy into people, relationships, projects, work that you don't get any value out of. You need to get some sort of value out of it yourself. And so you say to yourself, does this make me happy? Do I feel good when I'm with them? Do I feel good when I do this work? Do I feel good here? You're going to start asking yourself that, because it's going to make a big difference in your life, Sag. It's going to make a big difference, okay? So this is one of the actions you're going to start taking. One of the things that are going to start changing for you, because you have 3 5s, okay? Well, the other thing that's going to start changing is you're going to, I think, wipe out the competition. For sure, but you're not trying to. You're not trying to. Anyway, I don't even know if we need clarification, because jeepers, this is pretty clear. I don't think you're expecting to feel as good as you're going to, as because I feel like you kind of were wounded, and you had your shields right up, you had your armor. Does this king wear it? No. In other decks, the King of Swords is wearing armor, and anything you say is just going to deflect right off. Like they don't listen to it. You know what I mean? And I think that you go from that really strong, like, what you know, say what you mean and mean what you say kind of person, to someone that just doesn't bother. You don't have all this guard up, Ooh. Ooh. Wow. So, Sagittarius, you have the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Death, and the 5 of Cups. This is a bit tricky, I'm going to tell you. It's a bit tricky. So, it looks like you could be going somewhere, whether this is a short trip, a long voyage, a big vacation, or you're actually moving, all right? You could be moving in with someone here. You could have moved because of a relationship, okay? But there's something to do with there could be commitment too. It looks like you really moved swiftly all of a sudden into commitment. And then there's the Death card and the 5 of Cups. Now the Death card is when we cut away something. We end something. We sacrifice it for the better, for the horizon ahead, okay? And this says that you may have cut away any of the toxic things. Like I said, you're not letting it get to you. You're letting that go. You're able to move forward now, But then we have the 5 of Cups, and this is your second 5 of Cups. So this is strong, okay? I'm getting the feeling, I got to tell you, Sagittarius, I think there's a secret. I think there's something you don't know. I'm feeling it strong. strong. Okay. I think there's something you don't know. It could be about your partner. It could be about your best friend, your sister. I don't know. I feel like this is some sort of close relationship. And I think there's something you don't know about that person. Okay? They may have plans that you don't know about. I really hope this is a great plan, a great surprise. But there's something here because, okay, there's a couple of scenarios. Okay, the first instinct I felt is there's a secret. There's something you don't know. Okay, and if that's the case, you will like end it. No secrets. That's one of your rules, I think. No secrets. I don't care what it is. Anyway, the other thing is that in the Five of Cups, Psyche's lover, Eros, the god Eros, leaves he only comes at night to see her because he doesn't want her to know all of who he is. He wants her to have this image of him that he's just, mysterious and amazing and all this. And he just wants her to keep this image of him. But we earn to know each other more. We want to know more. We get curious. And of course, she's curious about who this person she's falling in love with is. And so she tries to learn more, and he considers it a deception. The thing is, this card could mean that maybe your person is not going to leave anymore. Maybe they're going to stay. Maybe they're going to want this to take the next step in the relationship, because someone could be ending the leaving, because Eros leaves every night. He's only willing to give this much to the relationship. And Psyche's getting like, no, that's not good enough for me. I want to know more of you. I want more of you. I love you. And so something's got to end here. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups and the Death card. So something about it, the leaving or the secrecy, the secret. Okay, something's got to give here. Okay, I'm telling you. Because it feels like, it's funny because it's Six of Swords. It's someone, it's going on a trip, it's going away. Like I said, sixes aren't always like forever, they could be just little trips. And also with the Five of Cups in this deck, in the mythic, it's the story of Eros and Psyche, and he leaves every morning when the sun starts coming up to, I spoke about the Empress before. And the Empress comes out. So this is giving birth. This is giving life to something. This is something that you need to share. You could be a healer. I see the Empress myself as the healer. Okay? You go to her when you need comforting. You go to her. She's like the mother. You know what I mean? And this could have something to do with a mother issue. All right? Because we also have the Queen of Pentacles coming out here as well. But it's also to do with healing. I'm going to tell you, I really feel it here with the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords too. We got a lot of feminine healing energy. And this is also a change card, okay? When the Fool comes in, he meets his mother and father and realizes the importance and the responsibilities he has to have on his new journey. He cannot just go skipping away, not a care in the world. There's responsibilities here, okay? And so when we enter the realm of the mother and the father, here you're with the mother, the Empress, we realize our responsibilities, and she's at the top of the food chain, right? And she's got to teach her daughter who teaches her daughter who teaches her daughter all the ways, what you need to know. So you're giving life to something here. This could be a book, this could be a business, this could be a garden. I'm not sure. It could be a child. Could be a grandchild. I'm not sure. There's Sagittarius. I'm not sure. Okay, give them another spin, and then I'm going to go over to the romance angels. The romance angels. I think that you're on the verge of something big to do with healing in yourself. And Sag, I think that everything you go through, pretty much you share, you know. Double justice. Double justice. So there's definitely some sort of legal situation. Okay. Balance is coming into a situation. Sometimes, you know, there could be a wedding too. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. This could be wedding. Someone wants to take that step. Someone wants to quit their running around in their old ways, and they want to step into commitment now. They're realizing what they have in you. You know, they want to change. We've all kind of come out of the cave, you know, and realizing what's really, really important to us. So, let me grab a romance angel for you, Sag. Romance, and we got the Valentine's happening. I'm not a big Valentine's person myself, you know. I think it's a lot of pressure on people. Woo! The cards, you got one more here. I'm going to save this for the end. But you have, what, 4 or 5 here? Oh, my goodness. What do we have? Well, the one on the very, very top, the first card I see is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's what I'm talking about. Then you have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Saggy. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So kind of what I thought with these 2 justice cards is, you know, this could be a new beginning, you know, for you and somebody. There could be a new beginning, a relationship beginning again, and with more trust, you know, no secrets, right? It's the end of the secrets. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then you have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Aww. Isn't that sweet? So this is all really beautiful. Like, this is all really romantic. So, you know, maybe this is not a secret. Maybe this is someone saying, you know, I don't want to run off anymore. I don't want to be away from home. I want you to know everything about me. All of me. Why don't you have all of me? Ooh, Sag, you have a retreat. Oh, it's time to disconnect from the world. So you could be going on a little retreat. Who knows? Something romantic, perhaps. Okay. Something where I feel like there's a new start, a new beginning, something fresh. Okay. And I feel like there's something about no more secrets. If there was any secrets, maybe there wasn't anything too big or something, but something about no more secrets, because I feel like you or the person or both of you want to be open. Like, you can look at anything. I don't care. I don't have anything to hide, kind of thing. Okay. You can know all of me, right? Because when Eros and Psyche get past this step and realize they want to step into commitment, then that's when they go all the way to the 10 and are in it to win it. So we'll have to find it. Oh, jeepers, jeepers. I'm saying goodbye and I almost forgot about the Believe in Magic cards. Believe in your own magic. Oh, just like a crazy mess. I'm going to take that one for sure. Gray. Endings are inevitable. So there is an ending coming up here. You got the Death and the Gray here. All right. Ending what, though? What is ending for you? Okay. You're ready to look forward. Like I said, you're dying to do something. You want to get out of the cave. Oh, that one came out. Woo! This is so nice. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. So I like this because it's about valuing yourself, knowing your worth, and treating yourself once in a while. You know what I mean? Treating yourself well. Reminds me of the doorway I had in the last set of videos. Kind of get out into the light, you know. There's so much light you're containing in a way, Sag. You got so much light you're containing. So you've had your time in the cave. It's okay. You needed that probably. You needed that. You needed to lick your wounds. Okay. Then you got number 6, slay them all. So this is don't take any crap from anyone. Cut them short immediately. And the last card, and this is gorgeous, Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. I did say that somewhere in here. Your temple, your body, your soul. That is so cute. I just love that. So, I kind of think what you've learned through this whole thing is the value of yourself, Sag. You know, I think that you've learned also to give yourself things like rest. You know, if you're tired, take a rest. They can wait. If you're hungry, eat. You know, and don't wait till the last minute until you're starving. Plan some food out a little bit, you know. So take the time. Taking time for yourself, right? Being nourishing to you, because you are about to give out. You're about to start something new. And you know, you could even get involved in the justice system yourself. You have a huge pull, desire in you to right wrongs. You cannot walk by a wrong without, you know, you're the hero of the underdog, the protector of ideas and ideals. So, you know, I can see you standing out in a field situation. It could be just in, you know, in your home, in your neighborhood, but it could be in something a little stronger that it could have taken a lot out of you too over time, this particular thing. It's either happening to you or will affect your future, whatever this justice is, okay? Anyhow, Sag, wow, very interesting, very interesting. Keep an eye on that devil. I am appearing in Newmarket this weekend, the 28th and the 29th of January at the Lions Hall. So in Newmarket, Ontario, that is. So if you're in the area, please do drop in. I'd love to meet you. And there's a lot of other psychics and readers and things for sale as well. So if you're into that, do drop in. Bye now.